in Kona, Hawaii with Toyota, and they just unveiled the brand new Tacoma.
It's here and it's a bit rainy, so the complimentary rubber boots. Thank you, Toyota, for that. All right, so what we're gonna do on this video, we're doing a series of videos on this all-new Tacoma, so you wanna keep checking back. We have one with the chief engineer and one with features and trims. We're gonna take the camera off the tripod and walk around.
So this is all new from the ground up. It gets two new powertrain options. The standard gas model is a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission. It gets 278 horsepower, which is actually the same horsepower as the previous V6 model, but more torque, 317 pound-feet of torque. There's also a 6-speed manual transmission available with automatic rev matching, as well as anti-stall technology. That gets 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. And then there is the iForce Max hybrid powertrain. This gets the same 2.4 liter turbocharged engine and 8-speed automatic transmission, but it has a 48 horsepower electric motor and a 1.87 kilowatt hour battery. It gets 326 combined horsepower, but the torque number is a whopping 465 pound-feet of torque. We have got the TRD Sport model here, but we'll be showing you pictures of all the other models that are available on site to us. We just don't get a lot of time with the models. There's a new model out. It's called the Trail Hunter. It is the most capable Tacoma. It has bronze-colored accents, and it also has the heritage style grille. This is a factory developed overlanding rig built from the ground up with the latest integrated off-road equipment. The Tacoma can tow 6,500 pounds and has an increased payload of over 1,700 pounds. There's a 7% increase in bed volume and an available tonneau cover. It has up to a 33.8 degree approach, 23.5 degree breakover, and a 25.7 degree departure angle on TRD Pro without the tow package. This Tacoma gets between 9.5 inches and 11 inches of ground clearance. So Zach, what do you think about the exterior design?
Well, as a former Tacoma owner, I like it. I think that they did a great job of making this look like the bigger sibling, the Tundra, especially with the TRD Pro model. And they have so many different looks depending on which trim you get, from rather basic with the SR5 all the way up to the Trail Hunter, and they all get unique grills, wheels, colors, so there's lots of different things to choose from.
I think my favorite is the limited model. I like the big, bold chrome grille, but I'm kind of digging this TRD Sport as well. What a great color. This comes standard with 17-inch wheels, available 18-inch, and available 33-inch tires. The TRD Sport has red TRD Sport tuned shocks for a more responsive feel. The TRD Off-Road grade has monotube Bilstein remote reservoir shocks. The TRD Pro has Fox's new QS3 three-way adjustable internal bypass shocks with remote reservoirs. The Trail Hunter has Old Man Emu 4x4 suspension by ARB that is tuned for optimum levels of off-road control, and limited grades feature a new adaptive variable suspension.
Gotta say, Andrea, I love the boots. You know what I found out? We used to have an access cab. They don't make it anymore.
They don't make it anymore. There are now two cab options, the double cab, 4-door, you get the rear seats. It's with a 5 or 6 foot bed. And then there's the extra cab with a 6 foot bed. It's a 2-seater.
So what they did was they took the rear seats out, which was an option for the access cab, and now they just have storage. But if you back up a little bit, Andrea, so you have the 4-door version here, right? This is what most people buy.
4-door.
But they used to have the little swing out barn doors at the back. I question how easy it's going to be able to get things in and out of the extra cab now that the rear doors are gone. We're gonna have to wait and see. They don't have one here, unfortunately.
No, we did speak to the chief engineer about it, and he actually said that the access cab didn't sell very well, and it was the double cab that sold the most, and that some people would buy the access cab and then delete the second row seats. So I guess it's more for somebody who really wants a truck for work.
Yeah, I think it's a job truck.
They say that there's really clever storage solutions within that extra cab, and you can fold down the passenger seat so it can be a nice workplace. Guess what the Tacoma has now? It has an available power liftgate, up and down.
Oh, I like that. This is for us lazy people, Andrea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Just goes back up.
Nice. And it has a pinch feature, so if you get your fingers or tools stuck in there, it won't close.
Gas grades offer a 400-watt AC inverter outlet in the bed and on the rear of the center console. Hybrid models come with a 2400-watt AC inverter. 12-volt DC power access is available in both the bed and in the cabin. And the Trailhunter model features an integrated high-output air compressor in the bed for airing large diameter tires back up quickly after air down if you're on the trail for a longer period of time.
As you can see, this now has coil springs at the back, but not on all grades. On the base models, you still get leaf springs to keep costs down for people that just want a basic truck. But this should provide a much more refined on-road experience. So depending on what trim you get either Tacoma or Toyota across the dash.
That's right. And look what we've got here, the 6-speed manual transmission. Really glad that Toyota kept that. I got to tell you that the seats feel, haven't driven it yet, just sitting in it for a short time, they do feel more comfortable. And this doesn't even have the special performance seats that are in the TRD Pro that are supposed to be even more comfortable.
Okay, Andrea, raise the seat to your driving position, how you would be comfortable. And one of the biggest problems with the old Tacoma, as somebody who had one, is that the distance between the seat and the floor was not that great. And the chief engineer said they raised the seating hip point by 30 millimeters. So you don't have your knees above your hips as much.
Way better. The thing about the Tacoma, I felt like my legs got really tired in it, kind of achy. Obviously, I've only been in this for a short time, but it already feels much more comfortable than the other model.
And to compensate, they raised the roof by 30 millimeters. So you still have the same amount of headroom. It should prove to be much more comfortable.
And here's something interesting. They didn't make the Tacoma any bigger, any wider, because Toyota owners want a Tacoma to fit in their garage, so they want it to remain narrow, which is exactly what this Tacoma is with its real aggressive look as well. Now, the technology, boy, what a difference. The old model was getting a little bit old, a little bit stale. Now this comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen. This has got the latest Toyota technology, the 8-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, 7-inch digital driver display, and then there's an available 12.3-inch digital driver display and a 14-inch touchscreen. So this reminds me a lot of the Tundra, doesn't it? It's got some elements of it.
Yeah, I like the big screen, and the interesting thing is that it's really only the base models get the 8-inch screen. Most are going to get this big 14-inch tablet, and that's really what it looks like. It kind of does look like a tablet, and you can see there's even USB ports on the side. They've really thought a lot of this stuff out, and people use these for fun, but a lot of people use them for work.
Well, and there's lots of great storage compartments, whether it's at the center console or on the doors. So there are some extra features in this Tacoma as well, like an available heated steering wheel, ventilated front seat. These are all new features for the Tacoma.
It is shocking that up until 2024, there was no heated steering wheel.
I know.
It just seems silly. Any other new features?
Well, there's a new 10-speaker JBL sound system that's available, and it has a portable speaker.
Yeah,
so
it's up
you
there.
can remove it and take it with you onto the campsite. And if you're interested in having a digital key for your Tacoma, that is possible. You can start your vehicle. It's either part of a subscription or part of a free trial program when you buy the Tacoma. And you can also share that digital key with other drivers. Here's something that is really interesting as well. Gas models have 3 times more storage under the rear seat than the previous model, and you can also fold the rear seat back flat. Other available features include a wireless charger, a multi-terrain monitor, and a 360-degree camera.
So when can you get a Tacoma?
Well, you can get the gas model. It's coming at the end of the year. The hybrid will be available in spring of 2024. So this is pretty exciting. I know many were waiting for the unveiling of this Tacoma.
Okay, so the extra cab, the one without the back seats, is coming for the US first, and then later for Canada. We don't have the official timing on that. So hope you enjoyed it.